Most tourists love Japanese food, but get confused the moment they step into an izakaya. Unexpected charges, tiny spaces, strange rules. Hi, I'm Wasabi. Today, I'll uncover the surprising history behind it all with my partner, Shari.
It's Friday night in Shinjuku, and it's packed with foreign tourists everywhere. Wasabi, look at this. These days, a lot of people are actually coming to Japan just to experience izakaya. But when I guide them, they always bombard me with questions like, why do we have to pay for otoshi? Why are all the birds so tiny and packed together? Honestly, I can't always give them a clear answer.
That's a tough situation for a guide. But Shari, an izakaya isn't just a place to eat and drink. It's actually a space shaped by clever political strategies from the Edo period and the resilience of the Japanese people after World War II. Today, I'll explain the hidden history behind it all. Once you understand this, you'll be able to guide visitors like a true expert on Japanese culture.
Let's start with the roots. I've heard before that Sankin Kota is related, but how should I explain that to foreigners?
The easiest way is to say this. One major purpose of the Sankin Kotai system was to financially weaken and control regional lords. Every year, feudal lords were forced to travel in massive processions between their home domain and Edo. Imagine a company today being forced to relocate all of its employees overseas every single year. Travel costs, accommodations, and logistics would drain the company's savings. That's exactly what happened to the feudal lords.
Wow, when you put it like that, it sounds pretty brutal. But how does that connect to izakaya?
Because of this system, Edo eventually became a city with an enormous population of single men. Samurai and workers came from all over Japan, often without their families. They didn't cook for themselves and had no one to talk to after work. So liquor shops began letting customers drink right outside their stores. This style of drinking eventually evolved into what we now call izakaya, places where people could casually drink at sake shops. In the 1730s, a shop called Toshimaya in Kanda started selling cheap tofu skewers called nengaku, and it became a huge hit. That moment is often considered the direct origin of modern izakaya culture.
That makes sense. Izakaya evolved to feed hungry single workers, but the thing foreigners complain about most is definitely otoshi. How should I explain that?
Tell them this, otoshi isn't just a snack. It's an unspoken custom in Japanese dining culture. At izakaya, dishes are cooked after you order them, so the first dish takes time. The otoshi is served so guests don't have to sit hungry while waiting. It also works as a table charge, meaning, we have received your order and prepared this seat for you. You can explain it like this. This is a tiny welcome appetizer that also serves as a table charge.
I wonder if that will convince them.
Well, don't forget to tell them about the amazing free services in Japanese izakaya. For example, a clean oshibori, wet towel, given the moment you sit down. Free water or tea, no matter how much you drink. In many countries, water at restaurants costs money, and oshibori is usually only found in expensive restaurants. So you can say, even though there is a small table charge, the hospitality, like free water and oshibori, is priceless. That often changes complaints into surprise.
Speaking of systems, a lot of tourists recently excited about all-you-can-drink plans.
Yes, that's another uniquely Japanese idea. Paying a fixed price for all-you-can-drink alcohol is almost impossible for bars overseas because the business model wouldn't work. This system was born from Japan's group drinking culture, where people value social harmony and drinking together.
There are also unique words like senbero and hashigozake, right?
Exactly, you should explain those too. Senbero, a term meaning getting drunk for about 1,000 yen. It represents Japan's working class culture of cheap but satisfying drinks. Hashigozake, bar hopping from one place to another. This is possible because small bars are densely packed in Tokyo's narrow alleys. Shime ramen. After drinking, many people crave salty food, so finishing the night with ramen became a tradition. All these customs exist because izakaya function as both a restaurant and a bar at the same time.
When guiding people around Tokyo, we can't skip places like Ameyoko in Ueno or Omoide Yokocho in Shinjuku. But what's the origin of that chaotic atmosphere?
Those places actually started as black markets right after World War II. After Japan's defeat in 1945, Tokyo was burned down and people struggled just to find food. For example, Omoide Yokocho became famous for grilled offal. Why? Because rice and expensive meat were hard to obtain, but animal organs were easier to find. Those narrow alleys are living reminders of how people survived during difficult times.
That's fascinating. What about Ameyoko?
Ameyoko has two possible origins for its name. One comes from Ameya Yokocho, meaning candy alley, because more than 400 shops sold sweet potato candy during a time when sugar was scarce. The other comes from America Alley, where people secretly sold goods released by the US military. That combination eventually became the name Ameyoko. Its lively, multicultural atmosphere today is a legacy of that era's survival energy.
From the Sankin Kotai system to post-war black markets, and all the way to modern all-you-can-drink plans, Izakaya really are like time capsules filled with Japanese history and hospitality. Thank you, Wasabi. Now I'm going to take my foreign friends out for hashigozake. We'll talk about Edo Pirio's crazy political strategy while we drink.
Just don't drink so much that you get weakened too, Shari. And remember, when pouring sake, always keep the label facing up so the brand name is visible. That's also part of Japanese culture.
I got it. Let's go!